This video is taken at Friendship Cemetery still. And, I talked about the shootout that happened between the doctor at Columbus Hospital in 1932. He died, and the guy who was the husband of the woman, their last name was Jacob, who got in a gunfight with Dr. Brewer right in the middle of the street because they misunderstood the type of exam that Mr. Jacobs' wife had had. Mr. Jacobs went hunting Dr. Brewer down, and Dr. Brewer got a phone call saying from Jacobs that he was coming to get him, and so Brewer got his gun out of the drawer of his desk at the hospital, told his nurses he was going home, and he never made it home. He was gunned down in the streets. Now let's go find Jacob's funeral site. By the way, the day that they had their funerals was the same darn day, and there were concerns among community members that there might be a shootout between the families here at Friendship Cemetery, which is hard to believe. And so people wanted to make sure that they were separated in time, which they were. This is the last resting site of Charles Henry Jacob, who died the same time in the same shootout. Charles was shot by Dr. Brewer, who was defending himself, and Dr. Brewer died from Charles Jacobs' gunshot wounds. So, I said that they worried about having their funerals so close together on the same day. Well, you see that tall monument right over there? That's about 7 plots up and 1 row over. That's where Dr. Brewer's service would have been held outdoors. And so they're not very far apart, and I can understand why they were cautious. So this is the Jacob family graveyard, and this is the last resting place of Charles Henry Jacob, who died in a street shootout on Main Street in 1932 with Dr. Walter Brewer. Thanks for coming to my little town in Friendship Cemetery in Columbus, Mississippi. And one of these, I believe this is Maud. I believe that would have been Charles's wife.